Hello, everybody. Um, it's the 23rd today, so 2 days before Christmas at the time I'm making this, at about 12:27 a.m. in the morning. So, the day's just started. You could say it's the 22nd even, so 3 days before Christmas. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Um, you probably don't care, to be honest, and you probably might not be able to tell, but I haven't uploaded in a minute, and well, I am self-aware, so with small creators like me, not even creators, just small, upload when they feel like it. People like me, no one really gives a crap. But I figured I'd make this video maybe to myself in the future, or really just because I wanted to get a few things off my chest. Number one was that I feel like I'm gonna start uploading in smaller, or bigger, larger increments in the future. And that's mainly because while talking every day is a good thing, I think that I'd rather do one of these small sort of where I've been videos once a week to sort of catch myself up, continue my journal, obviously, but I want to create larger, more, or like, yeah, just larger projects. So I'm going to probably spend more time doing that. As for what I've been doing since my last upload, that is what I've been doing. I've been working on a larger form video. Like, this is just a passion to me. It's the whole reason I'm doing this is it's a passion. And it's a hobby. So I want to just take it as far as I can. I get embarrassed a lot about what I do, and from the fact that I'm doing this, like it's like my mind's telling me that I shouldn't do it, but I don't know. I really want to, so I can't stop myself, even if it is a bit weird. Um, putting myself out there and making stuff like that, even if it is a bit weird and a bit embarrassing, I still want to do it, and I'm still going to do it. I think it's just sometimes I'm not all mentally there, or I'm not all mentally stable. I'm not gonna say more than that. Those who understand, understand. Those who won't. But sometimes it's more difficult than others to create things that I want to and to do things that I enjoy. Like pursuing interests and hobbies. So yeah, I'm in the midst of making a longer video, you know, and putting more time into that. And I'm still gonna make these. I think the main reason I stopped making these small videos in the first place was because they started to feel like shit posts in a way, and they are shit posts. Every single one of them is a shit post. But I guess I saw like the impressions, and I got a bit embarrassed seeing that so many people would see these shit posts that I feel like I didn't put enough of my own effort into, which is fair because I don't. They're 10-minute things, so I really shouldn't get offended and upset or embarrassed by something I put 10 minutes into. But yeah, it's just a scary thing putting yourself out there, I feel like. Or, maybe I'm just a massive bitch. That could also be the case. You can probably tell by my voice and my attitude that it is late at night, but I was sitting in bed and I really wanted to make this. I did. I really wanted to get it out there. Make another one, because I want to pursue this and I want to keep making videos. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's been, something that it's been a dream of mine since I was young to do things like this. Whether it goes anywhere is a whole different story, but like I'm not gonna let it pass by without at least giving it a try. And if I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. But while I still want to do it, I'm still gonna do it. I feel like that's the best approach. Best approach, best approach I can take for now. So yeah, I'm gonna make smaller form 10-minute journal entries once every week or so, maybe twice a week, that just catch up on where I've been, what I've been up to. As for now, well, there's two projects I'm looking into. I want to stream, so it's the main thing. I'm going to stream a challenge that I'm thinking of doing. It's not in Minecraft, it's in a different game called Deep Work, and I'm just literally going to do what interests me. I'm not going to do anything else except for things that I'm interested in. And right now I'm looking at a challenge in Deep Work, which is a hardcore ish game in Roblox, which is, you know, oh ew, Roblox, but it's fun. I want to eventually get to soloing Deluvian, and I'm just not the best at that game, so it's gonna be fun. I was thinking of streaming that, and then getting clips, and then uploading that as a video, which is goal number 1, and then goal number 2 is a game called Limbus Company, which I want to play and make a sort of playthrough video on. And both of those are probably really going to be boring and uninteresting, but I want to do it. And like, uh, I'm telling this to myself, you know, I'm telling this to myself more than I'm telling it to anyone else now. But everyone starts off being bad at everything, right? No one picks up a sword for the first time without having no knowledge and no experience, and instantly being the best swordsman to ever exist, right? It's not how that works, and you wouldn't want it to work that way anyway, because it would take away the hard progress of and the appreciation isn't the right word, and I've just made 2 stone pickaxes. Not appreciation, but the enjoyment, I guess, and the not the skill. I mean, yeah, the skill, but the relief. No, not the relief. After you finish doing something and you get like the dopamine, you know, from doing something good, it takes away that enjoyment of accomplishment, that sense of accomplishment of being the best and putting your time into something and getting something out of it. You know, no one's the best when they first start out. And I think the most embarrassing part of any journey is the beginning. It was like that. I'm a gym fanatic. Not fanatic as in like, you know, big buff Arnold Schwartz. You know, or Sam Sulek. I didn't finish his last name if you didn't catch that. But I remember it being embarrassing when I first started a few years ago. And it's gonna be like that with this as well. Honestly, I think that the progress I've made from here to, well, from back when I first started to now has probably been diminished a bit by not posting as much, but I think it was still substantial when it happened. I feel like I've been able to talk a lot more and put my sentences in order. I feel like I've not come a long way, but I've started to move in a direction that I'm happy with, and I feel like the more that I make these videos and the more that I just get past that sense of embarrassment, I'm gonna find that I'll be able to make better and better stuff that over time is more of what my mind wants to be put out there, you know? And I could hide away all of these things and just do it in the dark, but I don't think I'm only human. There's no discipline and there's no motivation in creating stuff that you know that no one's going to see ever. I'd rather just create stuff and post it. I've always wanted to do that, so I'm going to. Even if it is a bit embarrassing, you know? No one's perfect. That's what I was saying when I was talking to myself. No one's perfect, and I'm not going to be perfect when I first start. In fact, I probably start a lot on a what word am I looking for here? Maybe it is better that you plan out these videos beforehand, but I don't have the motivation for that or the discipline. But I probably start on a lower level than a lot of people when it comes to stuff. You know, like if everyone else starts at level 5, I start at level -3. Or maybe I'm just in my own head again. Everyone's in their own head, isn't? I've always found that as well. We all seem to think that others care about us as much as we care about ourselves, and critique us as much as we critique ourselves, when in actuality, because everyone's stuck in their own head thinking about what others think, no one really takes the time to actually think about others and really only care about how others think of them. Which is like a cycle, isn't it? That's something I realized in high school. Everyone's too self-conscious about themselves that they fail to realize that everyone else is just as self-conscious and therefore less likely to care about whatever you get up to. But there's always outliers, isn't there? That was my philosophy through high school up until, well, it was put in its ass, I guess, by people with too much time on their hands caring about others. Too much. Me included. Or to me, not me caring about others. Or maybe both, who knows. So that's one that I was talking about, where I've been, what I'm doing, what I'm planning to make, my goals, just wanting to get this video out there for the sake of creating something, because it's, I don't know, it's a hobby and it's a passion and it's an enjoyment of mine. And the two ideas I'm thinking of, of the Deep Oaken Challenge run and streaming Limbus Company, a game my friend recommended to me, which I haven't played before, and oh no, not streaming it, but making a video on it, a let's play. So a let's play and a challenge stream. Those are the two goals. I guess because this is a check-in, even if it is a bit long, I'm actually going to talk about something that happened today, which is another thing I want to do for my, I guess this is my journal entry for the week, so I'll talk about what happened last week and today, and I'll catch up again next week, like always. But in my job, a complaint was handed against me by a customer for me swearing. Apparently, I swore at him and said, "For fuck's sake," and failed to serve them properly and was rude. Which I'm not gonna lie, that fucked with me for the whole day. After I was told that, because it's worrying when you get in your own head. You start with a thought. Do I have commands / cheats? I don't. Oh well, who cares? I'm never gonna go in this world again. But as I was saying, it's worrying getting stuff like that. Obviously, I care about my job, so I need the money, bro. Low-key, I'm broke. So hearing stuff like that isn't the best. And being told that at the start of my shift, when I've got 7 hours to go, it's just when you get stuck in your own head and you think about something too much, it starts to morph into like this ball of yuckiness. Is what I realized. Like, you know, um, what's a good example? Like, oh, my girl isn't talking to me as much anymore. This is an example I got from someone else, by the way. Oh, my girl isn't talking to me that much anymore. And then you start thinking, I wonder why she's not talking to me. Oh, she's not spending time with me that much anymore. Maybe it's because she's cheating on me. And you see how, like, it just starts with she's not talking to you right now, and eventually it ends with you think she's cheating on her. It's just this big, big yuck, getting stuck in your own thoughts and stuck in your own cycles. And I was doing that today with my job and being told that I have a complaint put against me. Whether or not this complaint is true is a whole different story. Like, when this happened, I was sick off my mind. It was 2 weeks ago, so I barely even remember it. I definitely didn't swear at a customer. I'm better than that. Did I say something under my breath in passing as I went up to serve the customer and they might have overheard? This is something that even I don't know the answer to. I wouldn't put it past myself, honestly. I really wouldn't. I feel like that is definitely something I could have done. Yeah, honestly, when I'm sick, I'm intolerable. It probably is something I don't know. I feel like there's a 25% chance that this could have happened, which is a high chance if you think about it. Um, yeah, it did mess with me. Obviously, I hope nothing bad happens from it, and I don't want to jinx it, but I'm thinking that nothing will. But when you get stuck thinking in these thoughts, you tend to get more worried than you should and become more anxious than you should. So I was sitting there thinking, maybe the manager's going to talk to me again, and that's why they're taking leave, and they're taking leave so they don't have to put up with firing me and someone else is going to, and whatever else. But yeah, it's in the past now, and I'm talking to myself again. It's another journal entry, obviously. The problems of today are the memories of tomorrow, and there'll be new problems then. So it's in the past. There's no point worrying about it now. I can't change things that have already been broken, and if it's impossible to turn back time, the next best thing to do is to change how you look at it, isn't it? So I just gotta stop worrying, which is easier said than done. Obviously, I just gotta start not worrying about it, not caring, not caring, remembering it, but moving on and walking into the next big thing. Either way, I'm 4 minutes and 35 over the 10 that I try to aim for with these small videos. I just like it's like there's something in me that has to make these videos every now and then, and here I'm probably gonna die, so I'm just gonna get it over with. But yeah, I just feel the need to make these every now and then. Like, at least once a week I get the urge to make something. I don't know how long that's gonna last for, honestly. Like, I'm on a cut. I was on a cut. You know, my consistency with the cut is probably the same as my consistency with these videos, if that's anything to go by. But I gotta get back onto it. So, you know, it's a bit hard when you have no motivation. So I'm hoping that I keep this up with these videos. I always want to, but wanting to and actually doing it with motivation. Like, everyone wants to look good, everyone wants to be rich, but having the motivation to pursue your goals is different than just wanting. But here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. Hopefully I'll see you back next week, or tomorrow, or whenever I make another one of these videos. In the meantime, I'm going to keep working towards the 2 goals I mentioned before. And, well, to those watching this near Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. If you made it to the end, which I doubt anyone will, except maybe me, when I watch this back. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.